You've likely seen headlines like, US passport losing its power, or Americans banned from global travel. They suggest a world closing its doors on the United States. But what if I told you that's not the full picture? In fact, the biggest travel ban of 2025 is quite the opposite of what you've been led to believe. We'll explore 7 nationalities facing a near-total ban from the United States, and share the painful stories of families, students, and workers caught in the middle. This is a travel story you're not hearing. While everyone's distracted by where Americans supposedly can't go, a sweeping new US policy has quietly emerged. This policy is not about keeping Americans in, it's about who can no longer come to America. So today, we're not discussing countries that are banning US tourists. Instead, we're revealing those 7 nationalities facing a near-total ban from the United States, while highlighting the heartbreaking stories of families, students, and workers impacted. This is the travel story you're not being told. Before we dive into the list, let's clarify what has really changed. On June 4, 2025, a presidential proclamation took effect that severely restricted visa access for citizens of 19 different countries. For 12 of those countries, it's a full suspension, meaning almost all new visas for tourism, study, and work are halted. 7 other countries face a partial ban. This started on June 9, 2025, and it affects anyone who didn't already have a valid US visa by then. First is Haiti. The US government has placed Haiti on the list of 12 countries under a full travel suspension. But numbers alone don't tell the whole story. Take the story of Jean, a Haitian engineer who was just steps away from getting his visa to join his wife, an American citizen in Florida. Now, since his visa wasn't officially issued before the June 9th deadline, his application is stuck. While there's an exemption for spouses of US citizens, the process now requires more proof and faces indefinite delays, leaving their family in a painful limbo. Next is Iran. For years, even with ongoing diplomatic tension, a steady stream of Iranian students, engineers, and doctors has come to the US, especially in science and tech. Think about Puya, a 17-year-old from Shiraz who worked for years to get into an American university, even earning a scholarship to study computer science in California. He viewed it as his dream. Now that dream is on hold indefinitely. This ban doesn't just prevent tourists, it restricts intellectual capital. The third country is the Republic of the Congo. It has also been placed under a full travel suspension, stopping both immigrant and non-immigrant visas. Imagine Marie, a lawful permanent resident, a green card holder, who has lived and worked in Texas for a decade. She filed a petition to bring her husband and young child from the Republic of the Congo to finally live with her. This creates a cruel, two-tiered system that tells legal residents they are welcome to work and pay taxes here, but not to live with their own families. Number 4 is Chad, a country in North-Central Africa. Like the others we've mentioned, it faces a full travel suspension from the US. Consider Fatime, a Chadian entrepreneur who specializes in artisanal goods. She was invited to an international trade conference in New York, a huge opportunity to grow her business. With the new ban, her application for a business visa is now impossible to process. We're just over halfway through our list, and a clear image is starting to appear. The narrative of America being banned is a distraction. Do you know anyone affected by these new visa rules? What do you think about a policy that uses tourist visa overstays as a reason to deny a legal resident the chance to live with their family? Share your thoughts in the comments. Continuing our list at number 5 is Eritrea. The US has placed Eritrea under a full travel suspension, citing a lack of available criminal records and a history of refusing to accept its own deported nationals. Consider Daniel, an Eritrean refugee who was granted asylum in the United States and now lives in Minnesota. He escaped a repressive regime and has been trying to bring over his wife, who is still in a dangerous situation back home. The policy has faced criticism for lacking a clear exemption for urgent humanitarian situations, leaving families torn apart by crisis with no clear path to safety. Number 6 on our list is Equatorial Guinea. This nation also faces a full travel ban. Imagine Sophia, a talented student from Equatorial Guinea. She earned a full scholarship to study marine biology at a university in Florida. Since she didn't have that visa in hand by June 9th, she is now barred from coming. Finally, at number 7 we have Afghanistan. The US has imposed a full travel ban, citing the Taliban's control and the lack of any reliable authority for issuing secure documents as a major security threat. Consider Aisha, the sister of a naturalized US citizen. Her brother has been trying to sponsor her for years. This is significant. It's a policy that actually limits the rights of American citizens. telling them who they can and cannot bring into their own country. So, that's the real travel story of 2025. It isn't about 7 countries refusing American tourists. It's about a US policy that says no to citizens of 19 countries with serious consequences for families, students, and workers. While the government points to exemptions for those who already had visas or for immediate relatives of US citizens, the process is now full of new challenges and deep uncertainty. The headlines may attempt to sell you a story of a world shutting its doors to America, but the truth is often more complicated and much closer to home. It's about the doors we choose to close ourselves. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective, please like and subscribe for more stories that challenge the narrative. We'll see you in the next one.